Well, having spoken to the owner of this machine and given him an update, it's been agreed that I'll carry on stripping the engine right down now, and I've already got the pistons off. I'll be stripping the primary drive side with the engine in situ in the frame and getting a few other little bits and pieces off it, and then I'll be taking the whole lump out the frame and obviously splitting the cases to get at the crank and look at everything basically. And I just happened to notice this morning I've been sorting out and bagging up various screws and little fixtures and fittings from within the timing covers, and when I took the kickstart spring and associated bits off, I noticed that the kickstart spring anchor here just sort of pulled out, fell out of the casing, and I thought, oh, that's not very good, is it? Anyway, I was looking around in here this morning and I found this nut and washer in the bottom. Now at first I was quite alarmed because I thought, who in their right mind would allow a nut and a washer to be found in the bottom then, and did anybody put them in through the gearbox oil filler, because that comes down into this chamber here rather than directly into the gearbox. And I was thinking, well, if someone had been doing something a bit malicious, at least it wouldn't have let these two directly into the gears and maybe jammed the whole lot up, because they were in here and there's no way through for anything of that size to get into the gearbox. Then I suddenly thought, hang on a minute, I bet they are the nut and the lock washer off that kickstart spring anchor which just fell out, and sure enough, that's what they are. And there's the hole there, and obviously this, we're looking at the side that the nut and the washer would have been on. They've obviously not been tight or managed to come loose for some reason and just sort of fall into the bottom, but at least they couldn't do any harm, I suppose, so that's something, and reassuring to know that after all there was probably no malice in the reason for the nut and the washer being there. I've also, you wouldn't believe this, but that inner timing cover there had all of this snotty rubber gaskety crap all over it. You can get gaskets for them. You can get the proper gasket. They're only a few quid. Look at that horrible stuff. Anyway, it just sort of, it's been a never-ending sort of story of things that have been worn, broken, loosely fitted, and so on. Be interesting to see if there's anything left to find when I do eventually split the cases. But next step, we'll be going round to the primary drive side, strip the clutch, alternator, everything, and see if there's any horrors lurking in there, and then I'll be disconnecting the oil pipes, draining all the oil off and so on, and we'll get the engine out, split it, and see what's going on right in the heart of it.